right, just saying. Another big win for America. President Trump today, and a big defeat for the deep state. He got off in the appellate court in New York. I think more's coming. We got Rich Lowry, editor-in-chief of National Review, Mark Simone, WOR radio host. Gentlemen, I mean, eventually, I'll say two things, Rich Lowry. Number one, the deep state is getting clobbered right now. They're just getting clobbered. And number two, you know what? Even with corrupt, weaponized judges, lawfare, eventually, I think our court system does work. That's why I think it's a win. Another reason why it's a win for America.
Yeah, it works, but the process is the punishment. And they really thought this would stop him from being reelected, right? And here he is, President of the United States, victory after victory, and getting at least the cash judgment removed, right? Which is good. The whole thing should go away. The whole thing should go away. And the idea that he owed, $500 million was gratuitous, punitive, and ridiculous. So even this splintered court could agree on that, but the whole judgment should go away eventually.
Mark, I know you're a big follower of Letitia James. There's a fabulous article in the New York Sun online. We'll put it up on the full screen. The Justice Department suggests a possible deal for Letitia James: resign in order to dodge the criminal charges for mortgage fraud. Okay, that's a hell of a deal.
No, stay, get convicted.
Absolutely.
Don't end this. First of all, if she resigns, I'm sure the governor appoints the replacement. And knowing this governor, she'll find somebody 100 times worse. We'll get a Mamdani type of DA. The crime he was accused of is actually impossible to commit. It cannot be done. You cannot deceive the bank with your valuations because they never look at them. That's made clear to everybody. They send a team of appraisers. They never use your valuations. You couldn't commit the crime if you tried. So the Democrats control the courts in New York. This appeal should have been 2-3 months. It's over a year now. They're just delaying it because they know every conviction will get tossed out on appeal.
But, Rich, what's interesting to me? With this group, the new group, the Trump group, okay, the deep state is being unmasked. The Russia hoax is being unmasked. Russia Gate is being unmasked. That's another reason why I really enjoyed the president's Truth Social posting a great win for America. He's knocking them out one by one by one.
Yeah, well,
it's their worst
as he said
nightmare.
A couple weeks ago, I think on Air Force One, first term he was the hunted, now he's the hunter, right? And that's a big difference.
Right.
They learned what went wrong in the first term. They learned the kind of people they needed to have in place, what they need to do to push their agenda, and now they've implemented it. Beginning on literally day one, the emphasis has been on governing ambition, and he's scored a lot of victories, much more than he did in the first term, and in part because he doesn't have a big investigative cloud over him the way he did the first term.
Mark, do you think these characters, okay, these deep state characters who are lawyering up, now we know the biggest shots of all, but we don't know their deputies and their sub-deputies and so forth. Can the system ever be scrubbed of them once and for all?
Well, the most qualified guy on earth would be Donald Trump. He fights them like nobody else could. The only thing I fear, they spent 75 years building up this swamp. It has infrastructure. I don't know if you can take it apart in 4 years. And who knows what will happen if Trump leaves. And the same thing happened in New York. We cleaned up the crime. We got rid of everything. Democrats came and put it all right back where it was.
Trump is he's taking a lap in Washington, D.C., speaking of cleaning up crime.
Yeah.
He's supposedly going out there this afternoon or this evening.
And it's undercover, even though it's 26 cars and a helicopter, it's undercover.
I think Teddy Roosevelt used to go on patrol in
I said
New
the
York,
same
right?
thing.
Yeah.
When he was police commissioner, he would go out on patrol at night. That's right.
He's a very TR-like figure.
He's very energetic.
Sheer energy.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, next one. Right now, even with all the progress made on Ukraine and potential peace talks and so forth, and I think Trump's done a heck of a great job. We're getting, the usual Putin backlash. I have to have this, I have to have that. Meanwhile, they're bombing like crazy. Is it time to go into the secondary sanctions and the tariffs to really give some bone-crushing hits to Russia?
Yeah, I don't think he ever gets Putin to Alaska without those threats. Putin wanted to forestall them. Now the natural play for Putin is to delay things and keep grinding it out, right? And that's what he's going to try to do. And Trump needs eventually to blow the whistle again and probably impose these sanctions to make it clear to Putin, there's going to be more pain. And we may have seen the start of it today, right, with this Truth Social post about how Ukraine just can't be playing defense and needs to be able to play offense as well. And we have interesting times.
Is that what that meant? Because that was a very interesting post. That's how I read it. Right. I mean, sometimes peace requires a little war to get to peace, Mark Simone.
Yeah, I would never give Trump advice on how to negotiate. It's like telling Aaron Judge how to stand. But one thing about the big leverage stick, you don't use it until you have to. You want to keep holding it over their head until you absolutely need to use it.
Well, he had some phenomenal momentum. I mean, literally in 4 days, he turned everything around. We've covered it very carefully here. He's setting the agenda. He tried to set the timetable. He set all the instrumentalities of it, diplomatic, military, and so forth. But all of a sudden now it's kind of stopped. It's like the momentum has stopped. So maybe he does have to do something.
Yeah, but this was never a 2-meeting, 3-meeting deal. This is a 25-meeting deal.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And also, he's proven once again he is Europe's daddy, right? You had all those leaders just sitting around the Resolute desk like school children. He calls them by first name basis, and they call him, Mr. President.
I know, and he loves that.
It's unbelievable, yeah, of course. And they all realize it, yeah.
And the tariffs were a big help. All that negotiating with these guys for months, they got to know each other. They were able to work better together.
I think Trump genuinely likes most of them.
How's Mandami doing?
Luckily, he's slipping in every poll.
Really?
Very slowly, steadily slipping.
Which polls is?
Well, they're not the greatest polls right now, but in every one, he's down from weeks ago. Curtis has been coming up. This is not the election. The election starts after Labor Day. Then we'll see what happens.
It's about a week or 10 days.
Yeah.
I mean, you're cutting us pretty close.
You're going to deliver on this, right?
You're going to have to deliver on this. Yeah. I know you're fully invested. We're all for Curtis Sliwa. The trouble is, I don't know, Mandami's numbers look, I hate to say it, it just means that Lee Stefanik's going to be the next governor of New York, and we'll all live happily ever after. No comment.
Let's hope so, yeah, absolutely.
Rich Lowry and Mark Simone. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Larry.